Hi, good afternoon. This is Alina Schneider. I am a recruiting specialist in the Department of Human Resources here at the University of Mississippi. I am going to show you how to walk through a sample job requisition and input it into ConnectU. First, we have our sample job requisition here. Your department originator will get this filled out by the hiring manager, and you'll need to fill in the position title, your department, your location, whether this position's going to be benefits eligible or temporary. You also have whether it will be salary or hourly or faculty. So lots of good questions on this form that your originator is going to need to know from your department to input this into ConnectU. We also need your employee percentages here, the number of hours the position will work, the cost center must be filled in, and the position number is super important. Then we can look at the recruitment method. All of our jobs are posted on careers.olemiss.edu. But if you have any specific posting details about the job, you would put any important information that you need us in HR to know about. And then this is also where you list out your supervisor, department contact, search committee chair, and the members of your search committee team. I am going to go into the test version of ConnectU and create this. So I'm acting as the originator, so I would be creating this job for your department. We go to Create New at the top right of your screen, and you need to answer these 3 questions first. Whether it's going to be a classified job, so a job with a set job description, a student position, or an unclassified position, which would be faculty or teaching positions. So for today's instance, we're going to do a classified posting and select it. And for my example, we're doing a human resources associate position. So first I want to go to this hr.olemiss.edu compensation and job description page so that we can look up the human resources associate position and make sure that we're entering in all the right information that we need, like job family right here. Human Resources Associate is administrative and clerical, which is this question right here. Administration and clerical, there it is. So we click it and then we find our Human Resources Associate in the list, HR. There it is. You'll be presented with this job code. It will match this job code. Just a good check for you to make sure you're getting the right position. It's going to fill in all of this information and carry it over based on the job description that we have on that compensation website. So let's select. Your due date just automatically populates for a month later, but you can leave that as it is. Your approver is going to be Richard Bradley, or your department can find out who your approver is, or if you have questions, you can reach out to us and let us know in Human Resources. But for our example, we're going to use Richard Bradley, and your HR recruiter is usually going to be me, or it might be Tori Huckabee, who's also a member of our team. And we go to next. So then this page populates with lots of mandatory fields that we're going to need to enter. So let's start at the top. And by the way, all of this is going to be coming off of your job requisition intake form, and it should follow ConnectU pretty easily. Okay, so you first off the bat, you get a rec ID number. This one is 8980. Right now it says pending because it hasn't gone through HR review yet. Eventually, once HR reviews it, you will get a position number, a posting number right here. That will be populated later. But for now, we will go down the list and start with company. Obviously, the University of Mississippi is our only option. And this one is going to be for Administration and Finance, which is our division. Our department, we need to custom select. And you can make this bigger because I don't like how little it is. I'm going to type in Human Resources and go. And there I am. You can also type in your department right here and go to find your department on the list. Next we have which location this position is going to be for. Mostly they're going to be Oxford, but obviously you'll have some Jackson or Boonville or Grenada if you're an auxiliary campus. So we're selecting Oxford. Our designation is going to be Human Resources Associate is, let's look at their exemption status. They're non-exempt. So, see right here it says non-exempt in another spot. So let's go back and we're going to be regular full-time benefits eligible on that option. We've got our employee groups, again, regular eligible for this one because this is a full-time position. We've got faculty or executive for the subgroup. We are not going to select anything for this one because it is a not exempt position. Then we go to your EEO code. You can find that if we go back to this page and we look at this number here. It's a 245 number, and up here it tells us that a 4 is clerical and secretarial classified. So let's select 4 under our EEO code. There. Number of hours is going to be 40, and I do put a period .0, same with percentage. And your retirement eligibility is usually going to be PERS. Okay, now we're in additional requisition information. This cross-check section is missed so much, but we're going to change it to staff reference check because we want to get, when the position is filled, we want to make sure to get the candidate's staff reference check, and this is going to initiate that. So we will add an account, and we are selecting the university's account. Our package is usually going to be basic and one name. You might come across an MVR if it's a department that needs you to have a driving license or a motor vehicle registration, or even a credit check if it's a department that needs that. So select what your department needs for that position. And then ready to hire. We've got the position salary range on here, which we can find right back on this compensation and job description page. So let's go to salary, Human Resources Associate. The salary is $32,800 to $42,100. $32,800. And our cost centers, I do want to make sure I get that number right, because it has to be exactly right. Let me just copy this. Then you enter in your cost center account number. Don't use mine for human resources. That's just an example. And then you'll list whether this is a newly budgeted position, a reclassification of a position, or if you're refilling an existing position. So for our example, we are creating a new position because we do not have that position number. But whenever you do select refill existing position, which we do see a lot, you'll just make sure to put who held that position last and then what that position number is. Okay, so you've got your recruitment effort plans. Usually everyone selects university job website, but you can do copy from existing pool, enter or intra. Can't see these too well. Make that bigger for you. And then also there's a waiver request, which you can do inter or interdepartmental or a waiver request as long as you request those in advance from EORC. But usually it's just going to be your university job website. And then you'll list your recruitment methods, whether you want to advertise on higheredsjobs.com, Chronicles of Higher Education, any of those, list them here. Same with your proposed advertisement. If you have one, make sure you include it, and just try to list as much information on here as you can so that your HR person has a good understanding of what position you need. Posting date and close date, people usually leave those alone, but if you have specifics that you need to hire someone by this date, you could request a close date, but really it's best if you email careers@olemiss.edu when you are ready to close the position, just so you can make sure you have a good applicant pool and not assume by a certain date that you will. Have specific posting details, and you can even attach a document if you have something that you want us to see. So you would list your position supervisor. I am just going to put someone in our department. There he is. Whoever your department contact is going to be, and again, this is on this page, so none of this is going to be new to you when you're filling out this form. Your position supervisor is right here. And your department contact is also on this form. So let's put, we're going to put Tori, nope, she's not showing up in there. We're going to put me for now. And then under your HR recruiter, this is what we populated at the beginning of the form, but again, here's where we entered in Richard Bradley and Lena Pearl-Schneider for the HR recruiter. HR administration team, you can leave that blank. It's going to populate for you. The search committee chair is on your job requisition form, so you enter whoever that will be. We're going to just select Andrea from here. And then your search committee team, This is where you would list all of your members and whether or not they have completed the diversity and inclusion training offered by the Office of Diversity and Community Engagement. So you would list all of your members here and also whether or not they have completed that training, just so we know. Once they're in that list, whenever we get it in HR, we're going to make sure it's here under the search committee team. So if you list 10 people, we're going to make sure all 10 are listed in this field. So you don't have to worry about that field now. We will populate it and check it once we're verifying everything later. And then there you put your description about your search committee. Compliance and support teams, again, this one already has people in the pool, so you can leave that and it will populate. If you want your position title to be anything different, or if you want to advertise that it's going to be available for remote work or a temporary position, just anything that might catch your applicant's eye when they're glancing through a job search on our page. And then we're going on to your posting category. You just select whichever you want this to be posted under. Mostly it's going to be this top one, administrative, professional, and clerical, but if you're trying to get a faculty member, obviously you'll choose your regular faculty so that it will be advertised in those places. There we go. And then this is a staff position, not faculty. Obviously, we're choosing the United States and Mississippi and university. And then this is where your human resources team will enter the disqualifying questions. Or you can put questions here, any questions you want your applicant to see when they're applying for the job. They're going to be required to either answer the multiple choice questions or do a free text field where they can answer any questions you put here. And then you just do save and close. So let's save, super important. And we got an error message. So let's go back and fix our subgroup. This one is going to be a staff hourly position. And I don't see any more pink fields, except here. So we're going to list our members. Just enter in whatever you would put there to describe how your search committee is diverse. Most people just list something like that, and then we're going to try to save again. There we go. Okay, thank you for watching this short instructional video. I hope it was helpful. Call me if you ever have any questions or you get stuck in ConnectU. My extension is 6016. And again, I'm Lena Schneider. Thanks so much. Bye.